Alright, we're here at Alpha Pavonis, and we're going to planet 7, like it said. As you can see, the planet's probably pretty hot, so, unless there's, like, I don't know, I don't remember what's on here. Noble planets, probably not very much. Yeah. Oh, there's an energy. Oh, aliens, okay. Well, as soon as we land, we'll automatically pick it up and go into space, so that's probably your best plan right now. It's just to go pick it up. Make sure we don't get hit by this stuff. That's... I don't see how that's, you know... Yeah. Why would they would say it's not really useful to anyone? So, this is a pretty nasty planet, so I'm going to save. And then land. And try to get some of those bios. And start going back when I'm done. Oops. You know what? No. We're gonna get out of here. It's pretty dangerous, and yeah, there are better sources of energy of biodata. So including something special. Right? Is it beta? I think it's beta. Yeah, it's on the way anyway. Back into our Arlu space, so that's where we're going. I don't know if anybody ever actually tells you about this, but I just kind of found it because I was looking around. Go to the closest star. And behold, a rainbow world. As you can tell, it's pretty hot, so I don't really want to be landing, and it's not really worth it to land on it because of the heat and the weather. So, but just the fact that we know it's here is more valuable than all of the resources put together on it. So, yeah. In fact, this is extremely valuable to the Melnome, so as they told us before, and I'm pretty sure that there's not really anything of value on these other planets. No, right off the bat. Okay, an Auric world. Good. Okay, that's fine. We should have enough fuel to get back, since we're gonna get the portal spawner soon. So I don't feel any compulsion to worry about it. I'll probably just mine the rest of the system and then I'll be back. Alright, nothing really useful here aside from that Auric world, so something to note is that it looks like the if you take a look, yeah, I think the Pecunk are moving, so I'm gonna go out to see what the deal is with that. Hopefully we can get the portal spawner before that happens so that we have enough time to go talk to them. Because if we don't talk to them before... Yeah, they're moving. They're definitely moving. Then something really bad happens. So we gotta wait here for a while. And hopefully we can get to them before anything happens. Shit. Okay, this doesn't look good.
human friend. Please, let us chat a while. It has been so many years since I last visited your Earth. So long since I glided across your open fields under the light of a full moon. Tell me of Earth. Tell me of what I have. Oh, I forget myself. How silly. You were born on the distant world of Ur-Quan. I have visited there much more recently.
What?
You are curious. That is a promising quality. How can I describe our relation to humans? Never doubt our motives, Captain. Your well-being is of paramount concern to every Arlu. Surely you know that it was the day after humanity joined the Alliance of Free Stars that we appeared in the open for the first time. This was no coincidence. We wanted to protect you. Once we saw that you were, well, safe, we decided to tend to other business for a short while. Believe me, Captain, we have known each other for a very long time. You might even say that we knew the first human.
That's creepy.
We are many places at many times. This place is an easy place. One of the 10 easy places. At different times, we explore different easy places. That is our way. Oh, I can see from the look in your eyes that I have confused you. I am silly. Please disregard my words. With ships and weapons, blood and bones, no. Too many shipmates were forcibly discorporated in the last conflict. Our cooperation is not necessary. You are the focus. However, knowledge transcends reality parameters, and this we can share with you. An example, to discover the nature of the red probes, seek creatures who inhabit a world with no surface.
No surface?
We seek to trap noon, but they dark and leap. You cannot trap noon. Do not even try. I do not think you can even touch them. You are not quite solid enough.
That's weird.
Why, we let them go, of course. Noon do not like to be confined. Captain, these things we talk about, they are unimportant to you. They are as dreams. Our words should address your universe, not ours.
Weirdos.
Farewell, child.
So basically we have to sit and wait. Not here, but over here. Yes, roughly here. A little bit more. Yeah, until... And they're moving at a good clip. Hopefully I can catch him. If I can't catch him, then we're in some trouble. Here comes some more Arlu, probably.
Hello, my clever child.
Yep.
Farewell.
Okay, I was running into a bunch of Arlu and I picked some of the other options, but I forgot to show the things, but this is something that they say. The Mycon change and reform worlds with their deep children. These changes affect others. Unfortunately, the fate of your world and your heart relate to these matters. That's an important clue. Once we find out what that means,
Farewell,
that
child.
will become very important. It's not an Arlu.
We come in peace. Mission description follows. Traverse space recording data. Seek materials for replication. Replicate to expand scope of mission. Contact life forms in peaceful manner. After 10 replications, return to point of origin. End of mission description. Priority override. New behavior dictated. Must break target into component materials.
Coming in peace, my ass. Yeah, I think our main ship can deal with it now. Okay. There we go. Got him easy that time. And they're worth quite a bit, so yeah. We'll find out more about them later. Alright, we're back into quasi-space, and we've got our thingy. So we're gonna go over here, and time does pass. That's unfortunate. We may not be able to catch the Pecunk before they go meet their doom, but we'll try. But yeah, the Arlu have quite a bit of information to us that's valuable, so they're very important to the game.
The prospect of sharing the easy way with you excites us. If you have found the Irkwan warp pod, this prospect can be made a reality.
Yep.
What a surprise! As we have always said, humans are a most resourceful and clever species. We are so proud of you, but don't worry that you shall have to wait. We are prepared. Even now, our technical personnel are equipping your ship with a custom version of our portal spawner device. The device is usable only in hyperspace. Whenever it is activated, the spawner will focus several interdimensional T-beams adjacent to your vessel, opening a temporary hole into quasi-space. Move quickly through the portal. After your ship has passed into quasi-space, you can choose any of the nearby portals which lead back to hyperspace, thus saving you needless transit time. Be keenly aware of this fact. The spawner requires a great deal of energy to function. We estimate that each time you use the device, it will consume 10 of your fuel units.
Yep.
Goodbye, clever child.
Okay, so now we have a portal spawner. That is in our manifest under devices, right here. But we really can't do anything with it right now. Right now what we want to do is we want to go here. Because, well, you see the second one, we want to go here. Each of these portals leads to a different place in hyperspace. This one happens to lead near Earth. No, I don't think this one does. I think it's this one that leads close to Earth. Yeah. Pretty close. Alright, but before we would do that, we want to go down here and talk to the Pecunk. Hopefully we can run into them. Yeah, that should be them.
We have decided that our year-hot siblings are in need of our love and good counsel. We have waited far too long to return home and heal the wound that has kept our race apart these many centuries. When we arrive in the Serpentis constellation, we will greet our year-hot brethren with warm hugs of affection, which, I am sure, shall be returned in kind.
That doesn't seem like a good idea. This.
This is an ominous portent. We must consult our spirit guides before proceeding. Unfortunately, we will have to return home to do this properly. Thank you for your concern.
Whew, that was pretty close. We cannot win the game without the Pecunk, so I believe, yeah. So they'll start going home, and we have enough fuel to get back to Earth, so we're gonna do that. And as you can see, the AHAT are now moving back, or not the AHAT, but the Pecunk are now moving back. They're moving towards the AHAT, like they said. So we'll meet them, and they told us where they were at the Serpentis constellation. So now we're safely back on Earth, and we should have a couple more, things to talk about with Commander Keen at the base. I know his name's not Commander Keen. I was just making a joke.
It's good to see you again, Captain. Before we go on, I have something important to tell you. It would appear your diplomatic efforts have struck gold, Captain. We've been contacted by a race called the Zocfod, who wish to fulfill their part of the unification, something you have arranged with them, I gather. They have set us specifications for the Stinger-class attack vessels, as well as a large number of Zocfod commanding officers. You're doing a fine job, Captain. Also, good news, Captain. With no announcement, a small fleet of Arlu Lalile popped into space adjacent to our starbase, scaring the hell out of the deep raider operator. But right now, I could kiss every one of those pale little weirdos because they gave us 3 skip vessels. Also, we're receiving a priority distress call from the Zocfod homeworld at Alpha Tucanae. The signal was urgent but extremely weak. The only portions of the transmission that we can be sure of are help, Black Destroyer, planet under attack, help, worse than Zabranki, whatever that means, and finally, help. Also, we have a major situation, Captain. As of a few days ago, all Spathy starship captains have vanished from our starbase. We don't know how or why, but until we receive replacements from Spathywa, you will be unable to commission any additional Spathy eluder vessels for your fleet. Also, we've detected a minute but measurable disturbance in the inner space fabric at approximate true space coordinate 100 by 50. Our scientists speculate that this disturbance may be caused by many thousands of hyperwarp penetrations, all in phase, as though a huge fleet of ships were on the move. Also, in the log of your voyage from Unserwald, I read that you encountered a tumbling red probe that attacked the Tober moon, killing Captain Burton. Over the past few months, we have monitored an increasing number of these probes entering the system, and I'm afraid their population seems to be growing geometrically. If this continues, in a year, space will be crawling with these things. I recommend you treat this as a serious problem now, before it becomes a disaster. Discover who's producing these probes and stop them from creating any more.
Well, that gave us a bunch of stuff to think about. As you can see, we have 3 Arlu ships now. The Zocfod seem to be under attack from whoever is the black ships. And the thing he was talking about, the massive hyperwarp penetration, was the Pecunk, which I already stopped. So yeah. Also, we can't build any more Pecunk or any more Spathy ships, so we'll have to figure out why that is. But we can do that on our way back to Alpha Tucanae. So let's unload our crap. There we go. Lots of money there.
If you can keep this up, we'll turn that flagship of yours into a genuine dreadnought killer.
Hey, I already got one of those. His name is Fwiffle.
The analysis reads as follows. Subject, quasi-space portal spawner. Data, device is a hybrid of different alien technologies, including Arlu and Ur-Quan elements. Our tests show that this device temporarily creates a weakness in the fabric between hyperspace and a different unidentified dimension. The energy cost for this process is extreme, and since the unit's power supply is self-contained, we cannot estimate how long it will remain functional. Summary: use of this device will permit a starship to make transit to a different dimension. The hazards and benefits of this process are impossible to gauge without field study. That's the end of our scientist's report.
That's not really relevant. It doesn't really mean anything. Like, well, what I'm saying is that what he was saying about it not lasting long, it doesn't really do anything, so.
Blow up an Irkwan for me, Captain.
Alright, so one of the things we should do now is we should refuel. And recrew. And I'm gonna sell 2 of these because I don't need them. I'm gonna keep one, and then We'll give Fwifo's cousin here some more crews and me some more crew. Also, what I should do is I should buy a couple more planet landers. So if I ever lose one, I can just buy a couple more of these. I'll buy one more. We shouldn't need any more, but you know. Okay. So now what we got to do is we got to save the game, and then I'm gonna take a quick, we can save the game, and then I think it'll be the end of this session. So yeah, that's a good ending point. So see you next. All right, I decided to not do another session today. Well, I've decided not to cut the session short. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go rescue our Zocfod pick people. So if we don't do this within 3 months, they die. So but what we want to do is we want to go open our manifest, go to our devices, and open a portal spawner right above Earth. And I believe that the one I was accidentally selecting before is the one that I want to go to now. So yeah, that puts us quite close to the Zocfod picks place. So now we can finally find out who the black ships are, and maybe talk to them. And I think I might want to talk to the Irkwan just to get a bit more background on them. But I don't want to fight many of them at once, like was in the other systems. So yeah, I could just basically run into any of these black dots, and it would probably be an Irkwan. So I don't see anything, and the Irkwan ships are gone. So we'll see what's here. Nothing here at all. Or not. Okay. Save it. Let's talk to him.
We are the Ur-Quan Core. We cleanse our destiny. You will soon die. Make whatever rituals are necessary for your species.
And these are the Ur-Quan Core. They're basically the people fighting the other Ur-Quan, as we've had hints of, and the Arlu referred to it as the doctrinal conflict. Remember, we were told by the Pecunk that they had a dream that a monster was killing something, and that gives us this option to talk to both them and the regular Irkwan. So basically, we want. Well, let's ask him what the pit he's hanging over.
My trophy bone pit. In here is one skeleton from each of the races, which I personally exterminated. I fondle these bones and recall the fine cleansing. Perhaps your bones will grace this pit momentarily, unless they are accidentally vaporized.
Okay, well, we have two options now. We can either do the normal route and use Fwifo here to do it, this guy's incompetent, so we'll use Fwifo. But this one is slightly harder. As you can see, he fires these little shuriken-looking things. And they stay around. They stick around. They're not that hard to dodge, so it's not that huge a deal, unless you're not paying attention. But one of the things you can do is basically the same thing as the other Irkwan, except that you can't get close to them because they have another power, which I don't think we've seen yet, where they fire this big blast around them. There we go. There it is. Making them waste their batteries is probably the best thing you can do here. And just like the other Ur-Quan, our ship is fast enough to avoid them while being maneuverable enough to dodge shots. Unless I don't dodge the shots like that. Like right there. Of course, dodging that is nearly impossible, so you don't really want to get close to it. That was bad. Yeah, we should get this. These are slightly harder than the other Ur-Quan. Not too much harder, though. If you can get them into a pattern, it's not that hard. That was dangerous there. One of the main advantages the Spathy ships have for battles like this is that they're extremely tough. Being able to take many more hits than most ships. I think they're probably even, if you were to think of things in terms like that, they would be classified as a heavy ship, more than a light maneuverable ship, which they act as. So, but they're not really powerful in direct combat. But they are powerful. That is true. Fwifo, destroyer of worlds. And we'll have to give him a bit of crew, but he's fine.
Our savior, you have rescued us from certain destruction.
Yes, I have.
Howie, baby, that was a close one.
The black ship appeared in orbit several days ago and began raining down bolts of destructive energy on the surface of our planet.
Fortunately,
We were able to focus our planetary shield to deflect the energy blasts away from our cities.
unfortunately,
Large sections of our planet's beautiful wilderness have been annihilated. Entire ecosystems destroyed.
oh, that makes me really mad. I mean, attacking helpless, intelligent alien species, that's one thing. But toasting our cute little wood jutes and tree knarfs, that is really low.
If the black ship had been accompanied by others of its kind, we wouldn't have been able to stop the rain of destruction. They would have killed us all.
Yep.
Well, in that case, better those jukes and narcs than us, right?
Captain, it is clear that in matters of war, you are more capable than ourselves. With this in mind, we would like to give you our 4 finest starships and crew. I hope they bring you many victories.
Try not to lose them all right away.
I'm actually going to sell them all.
It's been pretty quiet, Captain. Nothing new to report.
Are you crazy? What about the Fungi Championships?
Why should we tell the Earth Captain about that? He wouldn't be interested.
Oh, yeah? How do you know?
Because I'm not even interested. Nobody with any brains is interested in Fungi.
Well, what about me, huh? I love Fungi. It's a sport of kings.
Gee.
Oh, all right. He wouldn't know any of the teams anyway.
No, we have nothing new to report.
Nope. Not a thing.
Except that thing we just did. I don't think they could tell us anything else.
What do you want to know?
Just ask away.
No.
Anything else? Goodbye, Captain.
See ya.
Alright, we probably won't have that many chances to talk to the Ur-Quan again, but if we bring this up, we can actually see the Ur-Quan, and that the Irkwan and the Ur-Quan are actually overlapping now for a large proportion. So I believe that means we can run into either of them in this space. Obviously, our main man, Fwifo, can deal with whatever they throw at us, so, and we want to fill his crew back up. And want to get rid of the crews from these ones so that we can do that. As you can see, these ships are quite light and they're not very good. Okay. Alright, so now what we want to do is we want to find, I kind of want to find an Irkwan, but as you can see here, the Ur-Quan space kind of overlaps the Irkwan space. I want to talk to both of them so that we can get a little bit more insight. The Ur-Quan are a lot more hostile, but we only have one option of talking to them each time we meet them. So, Yeah. So that's what I want to try to do. So I'm just gonna go to. Is there anywhere nearby that has any kind of? I think this one does. So we'll go out here, see if there's anything there, and then if there's an Ur-Quan, we'll talk to them on the way. And then we have several options of things we can do. Okay. Alright, the ones chasing me are probably Koros. So let's see if we can talk to these guys.